Hi, Terrence.
Hi, Bernie.
We just finished our board of directors meeting, and I've been having conversations with our board members. Oh gosh, you and I have served on this board when I was still an agent back in 2013, 14. You're still here. Thank you for all that service with everything you've done for Coastal. I guess my question to you is, do you know how many years you've been here on the board?
I think I've probably been on the board in excess of 10 years.
Okay, all right. You and Steve Parsons are going for a record. You have started as a director. You've been up through all the chairs. You are currently our president-elect. Next year is going to be a busy year for you. What has the process starting from now backwards, how's that looked for you? What made you want to be involved, and what keeps you involved for 10 years? How does it affect you, your business? Does it take time away from your business, or have you felt that that's been time well spent away from your business? Just your thoughts on that.
I've been lucky enough on being on the board of directors and on the committees that I've served on to work with some of the brightest, most ethical, professional people in our profession. I've learned a lot. One thing that has done me well is that working with these people, you get to form relationships and you have contacts that help you as you move forward, not only gaining information and knowledge from these people that are around you. I feel it's made me a better agent. I also feel that at times it's helped in negotiations with agents because
Absolutely.
you have a different relationship as opposed to just somebody on the other side of an email or a phone call. Our association has been very lucky to have the people that we've had go through and work on committees and on the board of directors. The association has always, I felt, set the bar very high for what we do and what we discuss, and we either meet that expectation or we exceed it. So being on committees and being on the board, I think has helped me as a person, but also as an agent. Anytime you volunteer, it's going to take time away from something else. But I think what I've gained from it far exceeds the time that I volunteered, to be on the committees and on the board.
So we go way back. When I first started on the board, my first year as director, I didn't say anything, I don't think, all year long. But I listened, and you were always the last person in the room that addressed whatever we were talking about. And that has not changed in the 10 years that I've been with you on a board of directors and now in my role as CEO, which I find interesting. You always close the discussion, and it's always very thoughtful, very well thought out. You listen well, you listen to everyone else's opinion, and then you interject with your thoughts on whatever the discussion is about. You've been part of so many hard discussions at Coastal over the years. We were both on the board when we went to Bright, and this past year has been interesting to say the least. You've been part of a lot of hard discussions. Thank you for that. Thank you for always being the strong one that closes out or stands in front of the crowd of people that are probably not the happiest people in the room. Thank you always for that. What are you looking forward to? Your president-elect as of November 1st. What are you looking for in your president-elect year? And then when you move forward to president, what are you most anxious about? What do you see coming down the pike in the next 12 months as president-elect? Besides, you're going to travel.
Well, I think our current situation with the changes that have been made in the past few months is not finished changing. So change is always difficult and it's always hard, and it's not going to make everybody happy. But being able to make the hard decisions and move the association forward is something that I always keep at the top of my priority list. I always do my best to keep the membership at the top of the priority, to know that we around the table and even in the committees, we represent everybody. Mm-hmm. We represent the franchise and non-franchise brokerages, as well as the members who might belong to a brokerage with 5 or 6 people, as well as they maybe have 200. That's our goal, and that's our priority, is to do the best we can for all of our members. And that's what I will carry through in the upcoming year and even into my year as the president, is to make sure that the membership is at the top of my priority list. And that means sometimes making decisions you're not going to make everybody happy about.
So you have president-elect, that'd be year 11, president will be year 12, and then immediate past year president will be year 13. Whoosh! What are you going to do afterwards with all your spare time?
You know what? I have no idea. I don't even think that far in advance. Right now, we just kind of
one day at a time.
Right. What's next week? What's next month? What's on the calendar? And but even though I'm not looking 3 years ahead, when we make decisions, I always make decisions of, okay, how's this going to take us in the next 2 years, and 5 years, and 7 years to the members that follow behind us, whether they're on the board of directors or the new members we have coming in. All of our decisions, at least the decisions that I'm involved with, I try to do my best to be forward thinking.
One thing that I noticed when I was coming up through the board was our strategic plan, and I remember doing the nomination interviews, and I remember probably my third one, they had all the strat plans out in the lobby, and I was looking at them, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. And it's interesting, people don't understand how much planning goes into, this year, 2025, we will be working on a new strat plan, updating our current strat plan. So, and that will carry you through your final 3 years. So I think it will be interesting, and that you should probably chair that committee this year. This is news to him, but that'd be your last 3 years, and for the 10 years prior, and then we'll have our new board members on the strategic plan, as well as outside of our board, to move our association going forward, to see what the plans are for going forward and what we're doing next.
Well, hopefully, as we always do as an association, we're always looking for members to join a committee and to work their way up and to get their feet wet, to see how the association works, and hopefully they will want to get involved to make those suggestions, recommendations, and be involved in the changes and the strategic plan that we'll be putting together. So as always, we're always looking for members to join and become involved.
All right. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being on film, because you like it like I like it.
Yes, I do. Thanks, Bernie.